And YouTube. There it is. Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. We made it to Friday. This seems like the fastest, also the longest week of the new year. And it's only the first week of the new year, but we made it to the end. I'm Saida. I'm founder of the Creatress Universe, and I do these Creatress chats every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Normally I talk about content creation, I talk about branding, I talk about things that are helpful for your business, etc., etc. But today I kind of want to talk about something different but related. So as you may know, and as you may have seen, I am working and moving through these Clubhouse streets. I am on Clubhouse often. I do chats on Clubhouse every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I try to provide as much value as possible. But also being on Clubhouse means that you are a listener and that you listen into tons of conversations and you kind of hear what's going on in the world, in your industry, etc. So yesterday there was a conversation on Clubhouse about whether or not people should classify their businesses as Black-owned businesses, and whether that is helpful or detrimental to the business to classify themselves as a Black-owned business, or whether it was exclusionary or not to classify a business as a Black-owned business. And I wanted to talk about it because it's just that conversation didn't sit well with my spirit. I'm not here to bash anyone. I'm not here to call anyone out or say anyone was wrong for their thoughts or their opinions. If that's where they are in their journey, then that's where they are in their journey. However, I think that it is important to not only acknowledge Black-owned businesses, but celebrate Black-owned businesses and celebrate the fact that they choose to classify themselves as Black-owned businesses because of the history of this country and because of everything that we as Black people have gone through. Anything that we do is a revolutionary act. So being in love with another Black person is a revolutionary act. Being in love with someone who's not a Black person is a revolutionary act. Owning your own businesses and your own educational systems, your own schools and everything, those are revolutionary acts. And until there is true equality in this country and in the world, and until there is true celebration, support, and acceptance of Black people in this country and in the world, then classifications like Black-owned businesses are not only important, but they're essential. And they're essential not to say that these businesses are for Black people only, but it's essential to show that no matter what we have gone through, no matter what struggles we have gone through or are still going through, no matter what roadblocks have been put in front of us, no matter what type of oppressive systems we have had to try and work through and overcome, we are still able to rise above and to be successful in spaces that were not created for us in the first place. So there was something that was said in the conversation, and again, I'm not calling anyone out or saying that anyone's wrong for their opinions. It's their opinions. But there was something that was said in the conversation that really struck a chord with me in the wrong way. And it was said that deciding to classify yourself as a Black-owned business is a personal choice, which I agree it is. But it was also said that in choosing to classify yourself as a Black-owned business, that you're choosing to suffer and you're choosing a more difficult path for your business, and you're choosing to have to struggle more and to not be as successful as if you would not have classified yourself as a Black-owned business. And I think that type of rhetoric is extremely dangerous. I think it's extremely disrespectful. It's extremely condescending to say that stating loudly and proudly that you're a Black-owned business is detrimental to your business. Like, I don't understand how being proud of who you are, something that goes with you everywhere. My blackness, this blackness, it does not leave me. I can't take it off at nighttime and then put it back on in the daytime. I can't decide which rooms I take my blackness in. It comes with me. So saying that, acknowledging the thing that is your very core is causing you to suffer and it's going to cause your business to suffer is extremely condescending, because it's because of your blackness and it's because of claiming that proudly and strongly. That's what's going to cause you to succeed, because you're going to find those people in your community who want to support you. You're going to talk to those people who find inspiration of you breaking barriers and pushing through. You're going to inspire generations to come of little boys and girls who will say, I have never seen a Black person, a person who looks like me in these spaces running these businesses. So I'm now going to have the motivation to do it myself. So I love Clubhouse. Clubhouse is an amazing platform, and it is amazing the conversations that are being held and the spaces that are being opened up for difficult conversations to be held. But I also want to implore us as a society, just to be careful of the rhetoric that we share and be careful of the kind of tone that we set in these spaces especially when we have such big platforms. There were like 3,000 people in that room. So you're speaking to 3,000 people and kind of saying like, oh, being classified as a black owned business is dangerous or is detrimental to your business. Like that is dangerous to say these things to all these people in these spaces where you have all this influence. So I want to encourage every single Black owned business out there to say it loud and proud. Shout it from the rooftop, say it as much as you can, because there is power in saying that you have a Black owned business. There is power in saying that you have a woman owned business. There is power in saying that you have a minority owned business. There is power in speaking up and saying that. There's respect that comes with that. You're honoring your ancestors when you say you have a Black owned business. You're honoring all of those Black owned businesses that got burned down in Tulsa when you say I have a Black owned business, because you show that even though you crushed their dreams and destroyed their lives, that we're still going to rise above and we're going to still continue on the legacy. So say that you have a Black owned business, say it loud and proud. I am going to always say that my business is Black woman owned. We are proud of it. We support Black owned businesses. We support minority owned businesses. We support women owned businesses. We are here to uplift and shout it from the rooftops. And that's my spiel for the day. I just wanted to get on and like share my thoughts about that, because it was bugging me, y'all. It was bugging me. It was sitting on my spirit. So that's all I have to say. I'm probably going to hop on Clubhouse. So if you're on Clubhouse, look for me. I'm probably going to hop on Clubhouse because I would like to have this conversation with more people. I would like to have a dialogue with more people about this and not just like talk to you guys through a screen. So please feel free, if you're on Clubhouse, find me at Saida Murphy and join in the conversation. I would love to hear your thoughts on this. But that is all for today. Next week, we will be back Monday, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time for another Creators Chat. I don't know what we're talking about yet, but I know it's going to be great. So tune in then and have a great weekend. Talk to you soon.